Yo, what up, y'all? This is Mike Brown, and this is The Art of Letting Go. Let me make sure we recording. Oh, man. Today is a new day. I feel like I ain't did this in a minute outside, but, you know, it's a new episode, and Lent just started. And, I kind of gave up something, but also took on something for Lent, and that is celibacy. Shout out to my brother James Woods for the inspiration. But yeah, it's something that's been on my mind for a little while, because just to be honest, sex is just not. It's just not enough for me right now, and sometimes it feels like a distraction. Sometimes it feels like a coping mechanism. Um, and I just feel like I need more in my life right now. When I'm busy, it's not even something that I really think about. When I'm bored, is probably when I most think about sex. And I'm in a place in my life right now where I'm really just trying to, one, define for myself what it means to me. Because, when I think about sex, there's no real way that I feel like I or anybody my age was really taught about it. Because I see in most of my partners that most people don't even really communicate about it or what it is or how they feel about it. And for me, that's kind of become weird that, we engage in this act, but we don't even communicate like the value of what it is. So I've been moving on old principles with sex and just looking at how I feel now. you know it's hard for me to engage in the act with somebody, just recognizing the transfer of the energy, and not even to be too spiritual about it or nothing like that. But I don't want to be connected to too many people in that way anymore. A lot of times I feel like people, and I say people, but I'm talking about men. I feel like a lot of times I'm taking in some of my partner's energy and giving off a lot of mine, and I know what kind of energy I'm giving off. I'm giving off some really good energy, but I don't know if I'm willing to always take in what other people are giving. And like I really feel it a lot, and it's just been making me question, like, what am I tying myself to? Who am I tying myself to? Is that something that I really want to be aligned with as far as the person that I'm having sex with? And just kind of looking at that, I don't know if I should be that intimate with people that I don't all the way get to know that well. I'll be honest, a lot of times, it may be a date or two, some really good conversation. And if it flows well, it might just happen that way. But then at the same time, it's like just really looking at it, I'm not really taking time to really get to know who I'm engaging with. So, I wanna start taking my time more, and during this time really looking at who fucks with me, no pun intended, but who fucks with me and who doesn't. I feel like a lot of the guys I fuck with me because of the physical attraction, but how many people are really into me on the intellectual level? How many people can hang with me without, sex, and how many people can I actually be around without without sex. You know, I'm thinking about it right now, and it's, you know, it's some people out there that I've been with that I feel like I could spend time with outside of engaging, and that I have, you know, or that I do, you know, depending on where I'm at in the situation. But yeah, right now it's just not really feeling like it's a focus of mine. And really what I'm focused on are my goals and my dreams and my aspirations, and I just don't have the time. You know, I haven't honestly in the last since the year started, I honestly haven't even really been putting no effort into, like, you know, going on no dates or sex or any of that shit. And the couple of times that I have, I've either A, really enjoyed it, or B, been like, damn, I'm wasting my time, you know, just knowing that the connection was purely sexual, and I wasn't really getting nothing else out of it. And you know, I just don't want to waste my time no more. You know, initially I was gonna do this episode about Kobe and shit because I had watched the funeral or the memorial, and it was really sad. Like it definitely had me pretty emotional, just because it had me thinking about, you know, parts of my life and my childhood that are now gone, that left with this person, because he definitely impacted my life so much, just as an athlete, as a fan. You know, Kobe and Allen Iverson were probably like the two guys that inspired me most to play ball. And you know, just to know that this person is gone, it really was a reality check for me, just to not waste no time, because, you know, I think about how much he dedicated to, like, his career and his craft, and you know, to be great and to be recognized as one of the greats. That's what you have to do, you know. And things naturally come to me. I'm, you know, as my friend Byron would say, I'm very naturally talented at things, but I think what has gotten in the way of me my whole life, and I recognize this from, you know, being in marching band in school, what's gotten in my way the most is, like, my laziness and not putting my full effort into shit. And with everything I'm doing right now, I really feel like I'm putting forth my best effort. So it's like I don't really have the time to waste. And when I do have free time, I really want to spend it with, like, my friends and doing shit that fuels my soul, you know. So got a lot of things that I'm thinking about. I didn't have therapy this week. My therapist is out of town for 2 weeks. So, you know, y'all gonna be my therapist for a couple of weeks. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. How do y'all feel about sex? Also, if you are giving up something for Lent, let me know what that is. I am part-time Catholic. I don't really go to church no more, but, you know, I definitely do follow some of the Catholic practices and shit. And yeah, man, I know good results are gonna come from this. I know when I gave up smoking weed last year, like, I just saw so much positivity in my life. My skin was looking clear. I was feeling good. And I'm just curious to see what comes of all of this and how I feel after doing it and during it. So, you know, I'm definitely going to be checking in with myself and seeing how I'm feeling. And hoping that this makes me a lot clearer in understanding of what sex is to me and how I feel about it. Thank y'all for listening to this week's episode of The Art of Letting Go. This is Mike Brown. Peace. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of The Art of Letting Go. If you like what you heard, please be sure to subscribe to us wherever you listen to this podcast and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Let other people know what you think as well. You want to get in touch with us? Hit us up on all social media at The Art of Letting Go Podcast. Also, you can send me an email, theartoflettinggopodcast@gmail.com, or give us a call. Leave a message. We might play it on the show. 213-394-2773. Also, if you would like to support The Art of Letting Go, we got some really cool merch on bonanza.com, as well as we're now on Patreon. You can find us, The Art of Letting Go Podcast. Subscribe to us. Thank you guys for listening. This is Mike Brown, and this is The Art of Letting Go.